Hey everybody, today I've got a 2012 Honda Odyssey van. Brought it in, started looking at it for an oil change. I noticed it's like it had all this oil leaking over by the radiator underneath the car. So I got a better look at it, and what is leaking is the transmission steel cooler lines. And here are the new lines from the dealer that we bought. It's got a hose hooks here, hose hooks here, hose here, hose here. It's got a bolt here and a bolt here. The problem with this bolt and this bolt is they're kind of low on the radiator. So I'm actually gonna have to lift the radiator up to get these bolts out. So first thing we're gonna do is I went ahead and removed all the plastic clips on all this plastic stuff. So all this stuff needs to come out. So I can get to the top of the radiator. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and pull this bolt out, this bolt out, this bolt out, and this bolt out, so the radiator will move around, and hopefully I'll be able to lift up on the radiator just a little bit to get to those metal lines. Let me get all this stuff out, and then I'll go underneath and I'll show you where the lines are leaking. So I'm underneath the car here, and there are the metal lines. If you look in the center of the frame, you can see how they're rusted really bad there. And I'm not gonna reuse those crimp clamps. I'm probably gonna put regular screw clamps on since I didn't get any new clamps. But all this is wet up here and the transmission fluid is low. So next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull this plastic shield out. It's ripped. We did get a new shield for that also. And we also, while you're getting it, be sure you go ahead and order some new hardware clips because they're the right ones and they fit on the Hondas. So now the next thing is we're gonna get this plastic shield down so I can get up in here, and you can see right here, there's that bracket, and there's a 10mm bolt here, and there's got to be another one over here. That's why I disconnected the top of the radiator, so hopefully I can lift the top of the radiator up to get that bolt out. This one here, luckily, is a slide joint, so I might not have to take it all the way out. All right, let me get this shield off and get in here and start getting some of these clamps loose, and then the other part of it is up in there. Let me get this other shield out and we'll come back and I'll show you some more. All right, I got the plastic shield down, and I'll tell you what, you might as well just buy yourself a new plastic shield, because all of these blind nuts just started spinning. So it broke there, it broke there, it broke there. This one didn't have a bolt in it, that's why that one didn't spin. That one spun. The new one comes with all the new blind nuts in place. And I know yours is gonna be torn up anyway, so just bite the bullet and buy a new one and get all new bolts. All right, so now we have that shield out of the way, and you can look up in here a little bit better. Let me see if I can get this hooked here. The other nut is right, the other bolt, excuse me, it's probably a bolt, is right there. I can't even touch it, so we're gonna have to lift up on the radiator. And then the other one is right here, and I can put my finger on the top of the bolt. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna drag the oil drain over, disconnect the clamp. Let me get the light up here. I'm gonna disconnect the clamp here, here, and the two clamps here. And remember that this one here goes on the bottom. That's the one that goes to the cooler. That one there goes to the transmission. I'm gonna get these disconnected and start dripping. Then after I do that, I'll get in here and lift. See, now I can lift up on the radiator since I had the brackets loose. I'm gonna get somebody to help me lift up on the brackets so I can get these bolts out. Actually, that bolt I can see, it's over here. This is the bolt that I can't see. So then after we do that, the whole thing should just slide out this edge. All right, so this bolt here came out without any problem right here. Can you see my finger? Yeah, there it is. And we're dripping and leaking transmission fluid all over the place, so it's kind of a messy job. So now what I've done is I have lifted the radiator up here, and I have set a block of wood underneath. So now I can get to this bolt without any problem. And I actually don't even need to take this bolt all the way out. All I need to do is loosen it, and it should slide out. Now, of course, these bolts are heavily rusted, the heads, so you want to make sure that you get a good bite on them before you try to loosen them. Here is that bolt on the other end, and you can see how badly rusted it is. I'm going to replace it, but you want to make sure you're using a very high quality socket, 6-point, to get these out. I'm going to need both hands to let me get in here and get this out. So I thought I was just going to be able to loosen this bolt and slide it back, but you can't, because it hits right there on the radiator that holds the fan. So you have to take the bolt all the way out, which I was able to do. So now, once you get all the bolts out, you should be able to lift this up and of course, transmission fluid is just leaking all over the place. You should be able to lift this up and get it high enough to start fishing it out. I'm going to need both hands to do that. But anyway, there you go, everybody. There's an overview of how to get these rusted out transmission lines out of these cars. It's going to be kind of a pain in the butt if you don't have a lift to put it up on. But they just bolt in, you disconnect them, you slide it out, you'll slide the new one in, you'll bolt it all up, you put all the lines on, and you're going to put a new shield in. And be sure you get a new shield and new hardware, because it's going to rip and fall apart on you. All right, everybody, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't think I need to show you how to put it back together. I showed you basically how to get it apart. So please subscribe. You'd always do that down in that corner of my video. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Please give me a thumbs down if you don't like the video. Please like and share, and we'll catch you all later.